Missouri Senator Josh Hawley is with us. Senator, your colleagues Mike Lee and Rick Scott just introduced legislation to officially rename the Department of Defense to the Department of War. Will you be joining them on this?
Oh, absolutely, of course. I see this as about getting back to mission, Laura, which is about recruiting war fighters who are going to fight the wars that protect America. And, you know, what Biden did for the last 4 years by turning the military into a giant DEI seminar has got to end. I mean, you think about it. They were conducting transgender surgeries in the military and military facilities. We were paying for abortions for military members, service members, who knows who else that we're getting this kind of funding for these kind of projects. It's outrageous. It's totally outrageous. They should be defending America. To me, that's what this is all about. I welcome the change.
This idea that we have to interpret this somehow as diplomacy is out, soft power is out. Respond to that, because that is the drumbeat we've heard all day long.
Well, this is why we have the Department of State, as you pointed out just a moment ago. I mean, this is why we have Marco Rubio and whole teams of ambassadors all across the world who are doing a great job. And of course, as you also said, the president is a skilled negotiator. He loves to negotiate. He's done it already to great effect in his first few months of this second term. So listen, the idea that we're not going to negotiate is ridiculous. But here's the thing. You have to have a credible threat in order to make the negotiations real. And people need to fear the United States again. They need to see that we have the most lethal military on the face of the earth, and that when we make a threat, we're serious about it. I think Trump is demonstrating that. I think this change is going to put a fine point on it.
Now, Adam Kinzinger is not happy about this name change, Senator. Watch this.
The words do matter. So Department of Defense actually seems to say this is as much as a war department. It's a department for telling people that we're going to defend our country, for deterrence. And it just feels like it's kind of an old man reminiscing about the days of old, you know, the Department of War, and trying to cover for weakness.
So weakness, Senator, and this is just like nostalgia for a time that's long past. And your reaction?
Yeah, well, the only nostalgia involved here is the left's nostalgia for their DEI woke garbage that the whole country has rejected. And by the way, Adam Kinzinger, I just can't help mentioning, last time I heard that guy, he was in my state busy shooting a reporter and then running off before the police could question him about it. No lie, almost a year ago. I mean, this is not a guy who's famous for his strength under pressure. I don't think he should be giving Donald Trump any pointers about strength, standing up, taking a position, or standing firm.
Now, Senator, on to another topic. Chris Van Hollen is known for making Kilmar Abrego Garcia his #1 issue. Remember, he flew down there to the Supermax prison and so forth. But I think he has a new set of constituents now, the Venezuelan cartel members. Watch this.
What this was an extrajudicial killing, pure and simple. It was illegal. We only have the Trump administration's word to take for who was on that boat. But even if they were right, we're not in a war with Venezuela. Even people on this boat, we don't know exactly who they are. And presidents should not just be ordering a hit.
Your response to your colleague, is the administration on shaky legal ground? They seem very upset that drug traffickers are dead.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they want the drug traffickers here in America. That's what Biden did for the last 4 years. Listen, I mean, here's a stark contrast in approaches. Trump is calling the Defense Department the Department of War. Meanwhile, the Democrats want to use our soldiers to go read Miranda rights to possible suspects before we do anything to them, who are not even in this country, not American citizens. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. The president was totally within his constitutional authority to order that strike. I am glad he's taken these people out before they get into our country. And I have to tell you, Laura, once again, he's demonstrating strength.
Well, I guess he should have let them into the country, processed them, and heard their credible fear claims, and then released them into the country and give them a notice to appear for 8 years. That would have made Van Hollen very happy. Hey, Senator, it's great to see you. It's been a while. Thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.